I'm tripping, y'all. Ooh, I'm tripping. El Teddy, you ready?
I am ready. Y'all explain to me why Spectrum won't
Shakira
let me be great.
Hughes, boo. Okay, so look, what happened was, we ran into some technical difficulties. El Teddy had a little some technical difficulties, so I said, like the good friend that I am, I said, well, let's just move the happy hour to my house. Let's just move the happy hour to my house. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
You
That's what a
were
good
already
friend
on
does.
live. I should have just let you go ahead.
I mean, that's what a good friend does, right? We just gonna
Yes,
come on over,
yes.
to my house. You know, coming to my house. Hey, give me
Did you watch?
bread.
Did you watch David Banks Bad? Nope. Nope.
No, I watched the first part, but I kept getting interrupted every time I turned it on. Either my phone rang or
Because
something
I really
happened.
wanted to discuss a part, but it's later on. I can't even discuss it with you now. Did you make it halfway through?
I got no.
Oh
You
God, I
should
want
have
to
told
discuss
me.
it to a
No,
part.
you should have told me when you called me and we said, because I could at least watch the last 15, 20 minutes. Because
Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. That ain't gonna do you no justice. You gonna be mad. It's so much. It was so much.
no, what I mean is I could have watched another 15, 20 minutes because
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
I'm about 15 minutes into it. I'm
I'm
about
just gonna
15,
say
20
New
minutes in.
Edition is all I'm gonna say, and and you'll know when you watch it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Sorry, Dommy. Look, I'm sorry, everybody who was sitting over on El Teddy. He was having some technical difficulties. So we moved the party.
I can't even see the damn chat. It's just a damn mess. Just a damn mess. I love y'all. Love, love,
You got it. Oh,
love.
that's right. You on your phone. Ugh. Damn.
Don't remind me. Y'all, let me explain. I'm having technical difficulties because the internet in this area is out again. It's been out like 3 times this week. So I called the cable company that does the internet. These whores, whole ass whores. Oh, there's a problem with the box that does it, and we're working on that. But there might be intermittent outages, for the next few days or so. Bitch, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm sorry, y'all.
Take a sip. Woo-saw. Hey,
Let me
Vogo.
show you the. Oh, let me show you the. This is how you know when you got the good moonshine. Listen, when it comes in a mason jar and
And
it
you can
looks
see
like
right
this,
through it.
you
And you
can
can
see
see right
right
through it.
through it.
Yeah, that's that
It
good
looks
one.
like water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You talk about do Jesus and do him well. Amen.
Dami said she thought you were white girl wasted. He about to be.
I ain't yet. Not just yet, but give us a few more shakes and we gonna get there.
Okay, well, do you want to? Okay, well, we might not be able to talk about David Makes Man. You want to talk about Greenleaf?
We can.
Okay.
Um Greenleaf. You know what? We can talk Queen Sugar because this will be my Queen Sugar review. Because I didn't feel motivated to do a Greenleaf, not Greenleaf, Queen Sugar video. Because I would have already made it. But I was like, like the only thing, like you said, that caught me was when I saw my girl Steen. I was like, Steen, Steen, Steen. And
Honey,
if you don't know what Steen is, go back and watch Underground. You got to know who
yes.
Steen is.
Go back and watch Underground.
Steen, Steen. She's Tegan. Yes, we know she's Tegan. Or isn't she Tegan on How to Get Away with Murder?
Yeah.
Yes. That's fine. But she gonna be Steen to me. Steen! Steen! I lived for her on Underground. I was so mad when Underground got canceled. It was such a good show.
And that is the reason why Underground. Well, they said that it was expensive to make, but that ain't why they canceled it.
I don't buy it. I do
Look,
not buy
I'm gonna
it.
tell you why they canceled. I'm gonna tell you exactly why they canceled it. It came on it came on WGN. Remember, the company bought WGN. The company that bought WGN is a very right-wing conservative company. I forget the name of it. I forget the name of the company, but they make Fox. They make Fox look like some, liberal hippies. Okay, they
don't want you niggas discussing slavery and making you people.
Yeah. I mean, it was that. Yeah, I forgot the name of the company that bought it, but it was a very, very right-wing conservative company. Very right-wing. Because matter of fact, the thing they wanted OWN to pick the show up, and OWN said it was too expensive to make. But again, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. Don't buy it at all. What I will say about Queen Sugar was
Lamone said they about to have a good old high yellow windmill, and yes, they are. Yes, they are next
season. Baby, when I tell you these motherfuckers between her and Charlie, you talk about one more epic showdown because they're one and the same. They are one and the same.
OWN announced that they renewed it today. It has officially been renewed for season 5. So all of the speculation that the finale felt like a series ending, which it did, it really felt like they were trying to tie up all the loose ends. But excuse me, but they have confirmed that it is being renewed for season 5. So baby, it's about to get real down and dirty, especially when Vi found out she was played.
But, and this is going to come out harsh, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot that Vi can do. I think the real heavy hitters in that family is Charlie and Nova. Vi, how should I put this? Vi thinks more highly of herself and some of her influence and prominence than I think she probably should. And I'm not saying that Vi doesn't have influence and prominence, because she does. We saw that after the vandalism of the shop and how the community came out there and so forth. But in terms of being a mover and a shaker and really getting things to, to happen on the level that they're going to need it to happen, I'm not so sure that she's going to be able to do that. We'll see. And really, I'm gonna need for you to because I can't see the comment. If there's a comment that I need to see, just put it up here so I can see it and read it, and maybe and maybe I will react to it, or I'll answer the question.
Okay.
So, but yeah, Greenleaf, not Green. I keep saying Greenleaf. I'm looking at my notes.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say Greenleaf when I said Greenleaf. I meant to say
Queen Sugar. I'm looking at my notes from Queen Sugar. It was really nothing. I hated the whole Ra Darla situation, because Ra is the babe and the boo. And I'm not here for Darla. I am not here for her. I'm not here for her.
Did you did you look at my review yet?
Yes.
So you saw that I gave them dust. I gave them about 0.5 seconds in my review because I was over it. I was so irritated at that because, again, I was mad that they got back together, but I was also pissed off at the way they did it because, again, I feel like they contrived this whole assault storyline just so they could justify letting them get back together.
It was a mess. It was a whole ass mess.
But yeah, that pissed me off. I wasn't happy about that at all.
Just a mess. But I'm coming back. I had to try not to burn my house down. I was about to burn my house down.
You always cooking. Why are you always cooking?
Cause I'm a man that likes to eat. I got to feed the beast. I have to feed the beast. And unlike Wiley and those people who don't know how to control their bowels, I can eat and still control my bowels and still please my man. I'm just saying. All shade intended. All shade intended.
Y'all, yeah. Now look, this is L Teddy's happy hour. He is just using my platform because y'all know how he get down. Y'all know how he get down.
Y'all already know how I get down. Woo, Lord. Because I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe that situation about Underground anyway. Because a show like, I know it costs them money to make Queen Sugar. They can't make me believe it doesn't. I know it costs a lot of money to make Queen Sugar, Greenleaf, and now David Makes Man. Just looking at the production value, those are not cheap shows to make.
Happy hour.
Those are not. Hey, Lamone.
Wait a minute.
Lamone. Hold on.
Little baby.
Hold on. No. Can we put Lamone's picture back up there? Damn, all this other stuff. Can we go back to Lamone music? Because them arms.
He go flirting.
Hey, Lamone.
What you cooking?
I had a little piece of pot roast with some potatoes. So I took some of the potatoes out because I put some garlic and some parsley butter over it. Over the potatoes to go all around the pot roast. So I'm eating that. And I'm not a fan of mukbangs, so I don't like people watching me eat either. I'm like James with that.
Right.
People don't need to watch me eat.
Right, Regina. Them little people eat all that damn food and don't gain a pound.
Whatever.
Bye.
Can we put Lamone music back up with them arms? Lamone, meet me in my DMs and on Instagram. Hey, Lamone.
Oh Lord. Anyway, Lamone.
Can we talk about these drug problems? Can we talk about the drug problem? The drug problems that was handed out on the YouTube streets today. Listen,
you go ahead and talk about it. I'm gonna go give me a refill. And I'm drinking water.
I'm drinking water too.
My water don't come in a mason jar. You go ahead and you get started. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put you on full screen. Look, I'm trying to figure out how to play with this thing. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to put you on full screen. Nope, that's not you, that's me. I'll put you on full screen.
I don't know. I don't even know if you can.
You can. I've seen other people do it. Well, I don't know how to do it. So okay, go ahead. I'm gonna figure it out though. I don't like not knowing how to do something. I'm gonna figure it out. Go ahead. I'm gonna go get me something to drink.
So y'all, bear in mind, y'all. I don't know what y'all are saying. I know y'all probably typing away in this good chat, Lord. I can't see none of it. Dear God. Anyway, so Mother James Caldwell was handing out drug problems today. Drug problems. Bitches got drugged today. These whores got drugged through the streets of the Tube of You today. The Tube of You today is where drug problems were handed out. Listen, when I tell you Mother, drug Heidi, drug Tracy, and drug Rick Reed, and that is the last that I will mention those three names, because when you get drugged that bad and when a bitch beats you down that bad, your name does not deserve to be mentioned. So they will be known as troglodyte number 1, troglodyte number 2, and troglodyte number 3. Troglodyte number 1 would be RR. Troglodyte number 2 would be Fisika Iman, and troglodyte number 3 will be you know, the woman who reenacts slavery times when black women were getting raped by their white masters. That chick will be troglodyte number 3. Dear God. But troglodyte number 1 Listen, baby, baby. And he kept trying to come in the chat. And I was like, why would you come over here, troglodyte number one, knowing that you're going to get rid all of your rights? Did he not get rid all of his rights? Did he not get rid all of his rights? And the thing about it is, the baffling thing about troglodyte number one is there cannot be any windows, mirrors, no glass cups, no porcelain china, nothing that causes even the slightest inclination of a reflection. None at all. None at all. Because you do not look the way that he does and then ceremoniously trolls your ass out in the streets and then try to read people. Girl. And that's why James Mumba was really not featuring troglodyte number one, because like he said, it's too easy. That's what I call them GDI. You know why I call them GDI? I'm glad you asked. I call them GDI because God did it. I don't have to read them. God did it. Look at them. There's no read to be made. God did it for me. GDI. GDI. God did it. And that's all I got to say about troglodyte number one. Troglodyte number one. And that's why it's so comical when people be like, people scared of troglodyte number one. Scared of what? Girl. Because you know he can't fight. Look, he always talk about pull up, he'll beat somebody down. Now you know he can't fight. Now come on now. You know he can't fight. You knew. Come on now, hashtag GDI. God did it. God did it. Child. What God has for me is for me. What God had for him was a batch of ugliness. See, these are the people who prove that we are made in God's own image. This shows you that even God has flatulence, because these people are byproducts of God's own flatulence. And that's how you know that the scriptures are right. That we are made in God's own image and we have flatulence. Therefore, God has flatulence. And therefore, that's how you end up with troglodyte number one, troglodyte number two, and troglodyte number three. I'm just telling you what I know.
Hey, Jaded, I saw your alert that you're going live. We were going to see if you wanted to join us, but I know you might want to call him. Platform. You know, we understand you're on your own platform, but we're talking about the epic dragging that took place earlier today. But again, I understand if you want to go on your own platform, boo.
Notice this side eye, Jaded, because I called you.
He did. Because we tried to catch up with you. When we realized we were going to have to move the happy hour to my house, we called you to see if you wanted to come over and hang out with the
Notice the epic next level side eye.
Shauna, you so right. She set him up. Because she tried to sick him on James. She set him up.
Like, and see, the thing about it is, people were not featuring troglodyte number one. You just let somebody.
You called while he was on the train, he said. So he just got home. He was on the train.
That's why. Troglodyte number one is one that you just let go ahead and talk noise, because they can't fight. They can't really read. They can't really fight. They always hollering about pull up or bitch don't want to see me. That's because they don't have real reads. That's because they don't have the intellectual wherewithal and fortitude to read. So you don't really feature them. The likeness of troglodyte number two is one of those bless her hearts. Because that bitch is still working on phonemic awareness when it comes to reading.
Wait a minute. No, hold on. Stop. So we're going to get back to James. Did you see Jay Wilson's read, though?
Honey? I ain't seen Jay Wilson. He read Tracy?
Did he?
He read Fisika Iman?
Did he? So first of all, he was talking about, because what he started off saying was, how does it feel? Because he was like, I wasn't in there, so I don't know what happened. He said, but what you're trying to say is that James misunderstood what you were saying and that you weren't addressing him. He said, but how does it feel when the shoe is on the other foot? Because that's exactly what happened to me. And I tried to explain to you that that's not what happened, that Joyce lied to you and told you one thing when it wasn't that. He said, so now look at it. You trying to plead your case, talking about you weren't, that's not what you did in the chat, and you were talking to somebody else in the chat, and James misunderstood. He said, now look at what happened. He said, he was talking about how Karma is just a good old bitch. Then when I say he read Heidi. He said, I didn't want to say, he defended you too. It was funny. He said, I didn't want to say nothing. You might want to be quiet. Because when you said that your son couldn't open up the Ziploc bag, he said, I didn't want to say nothing. But I was thinking to myself, he said, and then you want to try to come for El Teddy and say he a bad teacher and your child can't open up a Ziploc bag? Honey, then he said, he finally just came right out and said what all of us are thinking. He just finally came right out and said, Tracy, you know why you can't do the news? You know why the news is so bad? Because you can't read. He said, you can't read. He said, did you go to a special school? He said, yo, when I tell you I was dying, he said, you the girl in Bible study that they just pass over because they know you can't read the scripture.
Okay. I mean, it's so.
Y'all, I'm not saying that. Jay Wilson said that, but when I tell you,
I told you that woman don't even have phonemic awareness. Talk about reading somebody. Child. Fisika Iman. Child. And I told y'all I wasn't going to say her name. She'll be troglodyte number 2. Troglodyte number 2. Reading her is like bullying, okay? It's like bullying. People will accuse you of bullying. And she be claiming she tried to drag her. That's why I couldn't take. I told y'all, anybody who sits in her chat, I don't care if you in the bushes. I don't care if you try to do reconnaissance to take to somebody else. If you can sit in this whore's live for more than 5 good minutes, there's something wrong with you. There is something wrong with you. Because, I mean, she caters to the lowest form of intelligence. That's why I be looking at people like the Johnny Macs of the world who want us to take them seriously and who wants us to say that they are well-learned and well-traveled. And they follow behind the likes of a Joyce and a Fisika Iman. And you like, girl, really, Johnny Mac? And you following these whores? You're not credible, Johnny Mac. Go back and get another education. I'm just telling you. Child. I see. I gotta go back and watch that because I know Jay Wilson read down.
Honey. Hold on. I'm about to. You talk. I gotta handle something.
So y'all
do these daggone screens, but you talk.
Okay, but I need you to momentarily put up some of these comments so I can read them. Thank you for putting Lamont back up. Hey, Lamont, my Instagram is DRBINGOW. DRBINGOW. Yeah, just telling you. Hit me up in the DMs. I'll be there. We can have a little chat because the way them arms is set up right there, I could do a whole lot of things with those arms right there, Lamont. Anyway, so troglodyte number 2 done got read for Phil. And see, the thing about troglodyte number 2 is this is how you know when you can't read. Because the essence of a person who knows how to read means this. Baby, when you come for my throat and you send for me, whether or not I was right, wrong, or in between, whether or not you understood, misunderstood, or any of the such, baby, when you come out swinging, it's not time to apologize, sweetheart. Anytime to try and reconcile, it's not time to throw up the white flag. It's time to drag bitches and hand out drug problems. And bitches who can't read, they be like, oh God, I didn't mean that. You got that wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. No. When bitches can read, they be like, oh girl, oh, so you got it wrong? Okay, no problem. Girl, you want this smoke? Let's get some. Let's get out in these streets and you get these motherfucking hands. And that's what happens. And Tracy ass can't handle it. That bitch can't read. She can barely say her name correctly. That bitch can't say other people's names correctly. So you want her to read somebody? Girl, the read is every time you come on camera. The read is the fact that YouTube and Google, the read is the fact that YouTube and Google gets credit for charitable donations and benevolence by allowing you to have a platform and a channel on this goddamn thing that we call YouTube. They get tax write-off having to let you have a channel, Tracy. Let's just be honest. You're a tax write-off. You are a charitable and benevolent cause. That is what you are. Okay? I'm just saying, let's just be honest. And troglodyte number 3, there's no need. See, troglodyte number 3, I don't have to read her because, and I don't even feel like James has to read her because the read comes because every night she gets closer and closer to having CTE, which is what football players have because they get concussed. How does she get concussed? Because when that white man, her massa, bangs her head into the headboard dozens of times a night, after a while, that brain getting concussed over and over and over causes, trauma. That's why she's the way that she is. There's no going back. I mean, you probably look at her brain and it looks 80 or 90 years old. It looks like somebody who has Alzheimer's and dementia and is pushing 3 digits in terms of age. And that's what happened when massa is banging you out and hitting your head into the headboard. Then you have CTE. Because you can't tell me she doesn't look like somebody who suffers from that. I'm just telling y'all what I know.
Did he say when massa bang you? So just to put a little bit of background on I can't fool with you. Just okay, I'm a y'all look, the party is just at my house. This is all El Teddy. The party is just at my house.
We haven't even taken the first shot yet, dear God.
El Teddy is still the host. Well, we waiting for a third party. When the third party get here, we'll take a shot. Okay.
Did you send him the email?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right, just to give a little background while we wait for our third party. For those who do not know what inspired the epic read of all reads earlier today, for those who do not know what inspired the read,
what inspired the read was these people's mothers and fathers conceiving. I don't blame them. I don't even blame their mom and dad. I blame people like Luther Vandross, Teddy P, Usher, Michael Jackson, or whoever, Boyz II Men, or whoever was playing.
What Luther got to do with this?
Because they were playing Prince. Whoever was playing in the background that made their mama get all worked up in her feelings that she allowed their dad to skeet up in her, as opposed to her taking it in the face as a facial treatment or her swallowing them. And so now we have to be left with this. And the sad part is the likes of troglodyte number 3, I told y'all, is adding to the gene pool. I already told y'all that.
Oh, that's what Jay Wilson started reading the other one too. The first one you were talking about. Why he say, wait a minute. Why he started talking about his Hitler mustache. He said, what's going on with that mustache?
Right.
He said Jesus be a number 2 God.
Woo, Lord. Mm-mm.
He said Jesus be a number 2 God. Look, y'all. When I tell you I was watching that video, I was in tears. I'm crying now. He said,
baby, let me tell you something. That young man, why he be trying to read people like he's Like all that. Bitch, you talk about you gonna pull up. Bitch, you gotta go
Yes,
away
he did.
probation to get to me.
Yes, brother Jay. I'm telling you, the video was about an hour long, but you don't need but the first 30 minutes because then he was drinking caffeine, and I think that caffeine was getting to him. He started getting real extra at the end. But the first 30 minutes, that's all you need. That first 30 minutes will get you
Yeah, I'm
good.
gonna have to go back and watch that. You know, I be at work. Some of us are gainfully employed.
You were the first one at my door. Oh, well, come on in. Come on in, Lamone. He was the first one at my door.
Lamone, come on in.
No, Lamone said it ain't that kind of party. Lamone said it ain't that kind of party. You don't know what to do with yourself when you can't flirt. Look at you. You can't flirt.
Lamone, it's always that type of party when the music goes on and the lights go out. The party has started.
Lamone, he's harmless. He got a whole boo that as soon as that door open and boo walk in the door, he'll be like, "Oh my boy, I gotta go," and the screen will just be black. So don't even. Where did Teddy go?
You're so wrong. Oh God! Woo!
Lamone,
Lord.
Lamone, he is harmless. Don't he harmless.
Lamone, where you from, Lamone? Where's Lamone from? Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
Where's Lamone from?
Because
depending on what area of the country he's from, he might be built like a tripod. You know what I'm saying? Born with 3 legs. And we here for tripods. Call me the photographer because I only work with tripods, okay? I'm a photographer. Picture anyone? Picture? Just saying.
Anyway, so look. Shit. I'm sorry. Oh, I thought I was. Oh God. So yeah. So she was over in her chat, and she proceeded to want to inquire about how he got his kids and who would let him adopt kids, and did he get them from his sister who couldn't take care of them, or his brother who I forgot how she worded it, but basically was trying to insinuate that he got the kids by default because nobody else in the family could take care of them. And who would let him get a license to have kids? I mean, and then she tried to play it off talking about something. I mean, I just want to know because we're thinking about adopting, and why don't you do a story time explaining your process? First of all, you dumb ass. He done 20 videos talking about how and why he adopted his kids. He has broken it all the way down. So just go through the archives and look it up. Second of all, he wrote a book about
who
it.
Asked that? Troglodyte number 3? Troglodyte number 3 asked that?
Yes.
But the thing about it is,
the bar's always open at my house, Lamone.
The thing about it is this. She has the nerve to ask about somebody adopting. I have the nerve to ask why the federal government or the state of Georgia, where she is from, has not forced her to have a hysterectomy or get her tubes tied, snipped, burnt, and whatever, so as not to have her add to the gene pool again. I'm just saying. Look, y'all saw in the video when me, Really BTV, and James was in there with Jay Wilson, how she's not wrapped tightly. That woman is not wrapped tightly, and that woman is breeding.
Shoot, that parent I dealt with today reminded me of her. I said, see, this is exactly what I was talking about on on the panel when I said she's the type of parent I just would not deal with.
Lamone, you coming over to my channel? Lamone, you gotta subscribe to my channel, because in my channel, when I'm able to get on freaking Spectrum.
Okay, Lamone lives in Connecticut, so he is nowhere near you. You are safe, Lamone. You are safe. You ain't nowhere near.
Yeah, nowhere. Lamone, I hope that you are a unicorn in Connecticut.
I'm sorry. Hey, boo.
Hey, boo. There go my boo right there. You know, they say that
were you waiting long? I'm sorry. I was real with El Teddy.
Oh, you looking real, oh boy, and butch and real, oh, giving me a good feeling down in good parts. Hey, boo.
El
Oh
Teddy,
Oh,
Lord.
El Teddy,
scruffy and
El
We'll be in
Teddy.
the news
yeah.
tomorrow.
I'm
Hey
about to
to
mute
the
you.
now.
El Teddy, I'm about to mute you.
Hey now.
I have muted El Teddy. I want to welcome to the chat. Everybody, welcome Jaded Nerd to the chat. Thank you, Jaded, because you were going to go live on your channel. You decided to join Happy Hour over here.
It's cool. I only
And I
disappointed
appreciate
people.
you coming through.
No, it's cool. It's always a pleasure. It's only like 8 or 9 people that's sad, so it's okay, y'all.
Don't do that. You had a good chat the other night. Your chat had a good little number in your chat the other night.
Yeah, I
We
don't go live
talking
enough. I got to be consistent, so yeah. But it's cool. It's always a pleasure. I don't have my glasses on, so I just see blobs of color.
It's okay. It's all right. When I dream in color. It's okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't like wearing my glasses, but I need them.
Well, me too. I can't do nothing without my glasses. I'm blind as a big old man.
I didn't get until I got my 20s. I didn't grow up with glasses.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been wearing glasses my whole life. That's why I be trying to tell people it ain't no read when they tell I'm gonna unmute you. It ain't no read when they try to come for me about glasses. I've been wearing glasses my whole damn life.
Right.
Right, El Teddy, you are unmuted.
I can't see the chat, but hey, everybody.
I'm trying to put it up on the screen when people say stuff so you guys can see the chat. So
Am I off mute now? Am I off mute now?
You are off mute now.
Dear God. Hey, Jaded.
So Jaded, we were getting ready to get into this read of all reads, honey. So let me just say the House of Treasure is in the house. We got the House of Treasure here.
Come on now. Where's Mother at?
I'm about to put that on the banner.
Where is Mother?
So mother had to handle some business today.
Jaded, you see what I got for us in my shot tonight? This is some good moonshine.
Is that a mason jar?
It is. It's moonshine straight out of Georgia.
That's what's up. I just
the House of Treasure is here to discuss Mother having to come up. Mother did not go into the yard today. Mother said that she came out in the street and sat in the middle of that bitch.
Listen, and the children, we sat in the yard watching like, oh,
my shot.
Mother is out there windmilling. Actually, Mother was not out there windmilling. Mother was out there handing 3 to the head, 4 to the body on them hoes, okay? Mother was out there saying, fuck this windmilling shit. We headed out 3 to the head, 4 to the body, and we dragging your ass when you fall to the ground. She wasn't here for the fuck shit. And that's the kind of dragging that you got to do every now and again. You got to, at some point, people make you slum it up and drag their ass. And that's why I always say, I ain't coming off the porch yet. Because if and when I come off the porch, I'm looking for my shot glass, y'all. Yeah. When I come off the porch, I'm not going to be all intellectual. I'm not going to show my credentials. I'm not going to be the person who has 5 degrees and calls out multi-syllabic words. I'm going straight 15th Avenue and 68 Terrace out of the hood of Liberty City. Okay?
Hey, Easy Reviews. Hey, y'all.
Listen.
One thing I wanted to say about the read that really stood out to me, because I think people get confused because they always say shade, and I threw shade, and I read, and half the time they didn't read nobody. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And half the time they're confusing throwing shade for reading and reading for throwing shade. There's a difference. And when you're reading, you're highlighting flaws. You're telling the truth. Like somebody could read me, like I read myself all the time. I say I got 9 good teeth and a pocket full of dreams. That's a read. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If somebody wanted to throw shade, they would be like, try to, there's a way you throw shade because y'all both know it, but y'all don't have to say it. It's implied. You get what I'm saying? This was nothing implied about today. Today was, okay, you whores are on my lawn. Get off my lawn.
Right.
That's pretty much what I gathered from it.
Yeah, and the thing is this, and here's the thing. Just to be serious for a quick second, what we were saying before I brought you on was,
hey Shakira,
it was all fun and games until she came for the kids.
Yeah.
And James has made it very clear for as long as you wanted to talk about, he's made it very clear that that's the only thing that'll really get him. You know what I mean? The rest of that stuff, he can roast and gag with you. He can laugh it off, joke, but you don't come for his kids, and he done told them that.
And you don't come for people. Even when we were on the live with Jay Wilson, we could have ran her child down to the ground, and nobody came for her child. Nobody even really came for her, which we could have. I mean, I told y'all I don't really have to come for these people. It's hashtag GDI. God did it. I don't have to do nothing. God did it. But I want to say this. This is for my girl, Really BTV, and for you, Jaded. Y'all not going to keep messing up my girl name. Her name is Ebby Reviews. I'm going to get it right for you, Ebby.
Tomato.
It's Ebby.
Call me Dan Quayle.
It is Abby. Abby, I got you, girl. She's my fellow mod. She's a fellow mod with me. Mod, stand up.
I apologize, Abby. I think you're dope.
Abby know I love her because look, Abby sent me the text and she sent me a picture of was it Oprah Winfrey with her mouth wide open talking about something. That's how I was looking watching this read, honey.
Girl, the read was laid down, and all the children we sat in the yard like, oh, mother is out there getting it in, Yes, I was here for it.
Exactly. King's Mina said she read her own self. How he gonna be highly gifted? But see, that's why. And I know that L. Teddy was saying that like educationally, we don't have enough information to necessarily diagnose. I ain't diagnosing. I'm saying if your child can't open up a Ziploc bag, but he highly gifted, all I'm saying is get him tested. That's all I'm saying to do. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is look at his mammy and his pappy. Look at his mammy and his pappy. That bitch can't even open a goddamn Ziploc bag. And you how old? I don't give a shit how old. No. That's just, you could break that shit open. You could get mad and be like, and break a Ziploc bag open.
That's what Jay Wilson said. Jay Wilson said, it ain't a Rubik's Cube. He said, you either go left or you go right. He said, you just go this
segment. I'm going to just say that I am kind of neutral because she hasn't read me yet. You get what I'm saying? So
she spent the whole video talking about me. And I felt bad for her.
No, I'm just saying I'm here. I'm present. But I'm a very honest individual.
Are not those of Jaded Nerd.
At this particular time.
Let me say this, Jaded.
Right.
I had every reason, if I wanted to come off the porch, I could have come my ass off the porch. Because this stinking whore talked about me professionally. She didn't even talk about me. She made a whole ass fucking video saying that, oh, I don't see how he's a teacher. Oh, he must be a bad teacher. Oh, bitch, you must have been a bad fucking stripper because you ended up with the likes of who the fuck you with. This ugly ass white man. Okay? The fuck you talking about? But I'm not off the porch yet. I will acquiesce.
I hope the people in this chat are enjoying the video because it will not be.
I will bring it back.
Don't worry, Jaded. The video will not be up.
I'm serious, Jaded. If I wanted to, I had every reason to come off the porch. But I said no because her failed attempts at reading me is the read enough. I don't have to read these people. That's the read enough. The fact that this bitch tried it and it was a failed attempt. Girl, I looked at that and like, girl, that's why I always say I need a worthy adversary. Give me a worthy adversary and then we can go at it. That's why mother be like, don't worry about it. I got this.
You said the
You just
energy.
want to fight. You just look like you just want to fight. You just look.
No,
like
because that whore made a whole video. She didn't even focus on James on that video. She didn't focus on Really BTV. She didn't even focus on Jay Wilson. She made a whole ass video all about me.
Mischief what?
And the thing about it is, bitch, I ain't even have to read you. My body language was read enough. You don't even deserve me to actually verbalize or read on you. I can read you just looking at you.
That's right, Vovo. El Teddy, don't let the devil use you. We're gonna have fun with this. And like I said, the views expressed of the person who are speaking, we're gonna just chillax. We're gonna chillax.
Mischief.
And it's all good.
I'm good though. I'm good. That's all we doing tonight. We ain't off the porch. We good tonight. Hey Lamont, where's Lamont music? Jada, did you see Lamont music in the farm?
You were so busy fussing, you didn't even see Lamont had to leave. We said goodbye to him and everything.
Oh, Jada, you missed him. He had the whole gun show going on.
Oh, wow.
He had a whole gun show. Who else is in the chat that I can flirt with? Is Richard in the chat? Is Captivating Christian in the chat? Yeah. Some of my little booze.
Mischief what?
So, okay. So, Jada, I know you don't, well, at least I don't think you do. You don't review Queen Sugar, but do you look at Queen Sugar?
I watched a couple of episodes because I thought the chocolate dude was very attractive.
He is. He a crybaby. I swear he cried every episode.
Very attractive. And the couple of episodes that I watched, and it was like last season or something, or like a couple of seasons ago, it's very good. And it's one of them things where it kind of pulls you in, but I keep trying to adjust myself because y'all know how cautious I am about my aesthetics. But it looked like it pulled you in, but you got to pay attention.
Yeah, it's definitely definitely a show you have to pay attention to.
But I can, it's good. I just never got back into it. Now I've been trying to peek back in on Greenleaf because I really like Greenleaf.
Okay.
After her confrontation with Mac a couple of seasons ago, it was kind of like, whoo, child, in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because that was heavy.
Yeah, that was a little deep. It was a little deep. And she killed him and all that. It got a little deep.
And but I've always liked Grace. Always. I always felt like it's funny because she was always talking about, not being conventionally religious. And yet it's like that's her destiny. You get what I'm saying? But she had to be the outsider to go back and bring them back to their roots.
Can I say this?
Yes.
About Greenleaf? Now that it has come out that Grace is not Bishop's daughter, I am more curious to see what Faith looked like. Was she dark like Charity and Jacob, or was she light like Grace?
I thought she was light-skinned. Didn't they show like
they never
flashback sequences of her teaching Sunday school? Remember?
Yeah, I think they did show her at one time.
Wasn't she light skinned?
She was like fair skinned.
Yeah, she wasn't as light as Grace, but she wasn't as dark as Jacob. She was like in that middle, that in between.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wonder. It goes into the whole colorism conversation.
Yeah, she was light skinned. Naturally Fabulous says she was light skinned, but she wasn't as light as Grace though, was she?
She was light skinned from what I remember.
I thought she was as light as Grace. I thought she was.
She had the hair. Yeah.
I think she was light. I'm gonna say this about what I like about the thing I like about Greenleaf, and Queen Sugar does it to a certain extent too. I was saying this the other day in my chat. The storylines slow walk you, meaning something will happen in season 1 that will seem like it means nothing. It's not pertinent to the storyline at that time, but then 2 or 3 seasons later, you'll be like, oh, wait a minute, that actually meant something. And it's kind of like, I tell people all the time, it's kind of like Harry Potter. And if any of you have ever read the Harry Potter series, not watched the movies, but if you've read the series, right. So you know what I'm talking about, how stuff will happen. Like in the first book, when Ron had that old scraggly rat, Nobody paid attention. He just had a scraggly rap.
Yes.
And then it wasn't until book 3 when we found out it was Peter Pettigrew and it was really a person spying on them. Like, and then it was so many things that J.K. Rowling slow walked you on, stuff that didn't even become important, and that lets you know that she had laid this out. So when you think about Greenleaf, like the situation with Faith and Mac, that was in the forefront, but always in the back, there was this storyline with Grace and Arizona, and something happened, and you know what I mean? Because remember when she first came back, everybody was like, "Why are you here? What you back?" So I think that's going to evolve this season, because even Bo, the white guy, I think it means something when he was like, "I've been watching you since Arizona." It's something about Arizona that I think we're going to find out this season, but it wasn't a big deal because they were so focused on Faith and Mac for 2 years.
I'm waiting for them to bring Kevin back. Can I have Kevin back? I like Kevin. Kevin is my boy. And I think there's something going on with Kevin.
I think so.
That they're not telling us, and that's why he's
Charity's husband, Kevin.
Yes.
Ain't nothing going on with Kevin ass.
No, I'm telling you.
Bring Kevin back.
I'm telling you.
Trapezoid. I don't like that trapezoid. He looked like the Noid from back in the day for Domino's.
Avoid the Noid.
Avoid the Noid.
You are horrible. You are horrible. You are horrible.
It's Naturally Fabulous says that she thinks so too. I'm gonna tell y'all what I need them to do though. I need them to figure out what they're gonna do with Charity. Turning her into this mean, spiteful, nasty, that's not working for me.
They didn't turn Charity into nothing. Charity been that way since season 1.
No,
Yes.
We're not going to do Charity in this live. We are not going to do Charity like this.
Charity do herself like that. And then Charity tries to play the victim. Remember how mean and nasty Charity was to Kevin? Remember, that's how Kevin originally went out and started being on the app more. Now, he had already been on the app, but he actually
now,
wait. Hold on. Let me tell you what I remember. He was already on the app. I'm not saying he wasn't already on the apps. I'm not saying that. But it wasn't until she was like she blamed it on the hormones because she was pregnant and this, that, and the third. And she was always really nasty to Kevin. And that's when Kevin got kind of fed up. He was like, well, shit, I'm going to act on my feelings and my fantasies or whatever. And I'm going to try to meet up with somebody on the app. She always been nasty like that. And if you remember back to season 1, go back to season 1.
Yeah, Greenleaf.
Charity was, because she was Minister of Music and because her last name was Greenleaf, she always carried herself with her nose in the air like she was better than everybody. She had this husband that was real cute and she had all of this going on and she always had this air of arrogance about her. And now when that all gets shattered down around her, it all just comes out. I never bought into her. Never, not for 1 minute. Never bought into her. Never bought into Carissa. Never bought into Jacob.
Well, don't get me wrong. Right, I don't see it for Carissa. And you and I have talked about Carissa. But I think Charity, I see her story differently. And I don't go to church. I'm just putting it out there. I used to have to go all the time. But when I look at Charity, I think about the parable of the talents and how he gave one person 3 talents, he gave one person 5 talents, and he gave one person 1. Charity has 1 talent. And instead of cultivating her talent and making it more, she worried about the 5 talents and the 3 talents. And you know what's going to happen? He's going to take that 1 talent from her and give it to somebody else that's already got more.
Mm-hmm.
It's a parable. And it was basically saying, don't be worrying about what everybody else got. Focus on what you are given.
What you're getting.
And make the most out of it. And she's like, her ambition, and she just sees herself more than I think she really is. And I think she has, because we all get to this point in our life where we're like, we realize that we're not as great as we think we are.
My thing is this. My thing with the whole situation is, Okay, I'm sorry. Time out, y'all. When y'all get a moment, I'm gonna text both of y'all the picture of what the hell Michael Irvin has on Thursday Night Football tonight. It is the most hideous outfit I've ever seen. But anyway, that's a sidebar. I just caught my attention. The way I don't see Charity that way, and I'm you're forcing me to explain the gay thing, El Teddy. I think she always knew that her husband was gay. I don't think that she was mean just to be mean. I think she was unhappy in a marriage with a man that she knew did not want her. You know what I'm saying? And so I never got that she was just angry just to be angry. I just didn't get that. I got that she got married probably for all the wrong reasons, that she married a man that she knew good and damn well that man was on jack. She knew what he was doing. And she probably knew before she got married. She was just in denial about it. So anyway, that's just how I felt.
This is how I feel about Charity. Charity is the baby.
Right.
Charity came along. When Charity came into probably being a teenager and certainly being an adult, Calvary was already well established. It wasn't like maybe when Grace was young, or even when Jacob was really young, maybe when May and Bishop might have been struggling, still trying to build, still trying to, get to what. I get the feeling from her antics and how she acts, being a church boy myself, they were well established when she, was old enough in developmental stages, this and that and the third. You all see how Bishop favors his baby. That's his baby girl.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so my point is, Charity will see something, and Charity will probably tell her dad, not May, but she'll go to Bishop, Daddy, I want such and such. Bishop will say, hey, you go, boo. If it don't turn out like she wants it,
there's nothing wrong with a good old daddy's girl.
But my point is this. Even with Kevin, Charity saw Kevin. She was attracted. Even if she suspected something, she wanted Kevin. Kevin ain't want the whole I'm gay thing either. So they had a mutual, understanding of why they were together. But my point is this. Once she realized that she couldn't bang the gay away or love the gay away or pray the gay away on him, she became angry. And like any entitled baby, when they get something and it don't go the way they want, or something don't go how they expect it to go, what do? They get angry. They throw temper tantrums. And they feel like if I throw this temper tantrum, the people who are influenced can move heaven and earth, move things around so as to appease me and to make me happier so that I don't continue to throw this temper tantrum. And I think that she thought that would happen with Kevin. I'm with you. I do think that she knew what was going on with Kevin, but I feel like she thought, if I go ahead and throw this temper tantrum and throw my weight around and throw my anger around, that'll get me what I want, because that's always happened my whole life. That's how I've always been able to solve my problems, and that didn't solve her problems. Look at how when she broke up with the music producer guy, she had a little temper tantrum, and he paid her dust and kept it moving.
No, he dogged her. He ghosted her.
Oh, right.
He ghosted her. He ghosted her. As I would have. Yeah. It wouldn't have been pretty for me either.
I mean, but ghosting is a part of life in this day and age.
Ghost somebody myself on my end. Anyway, all right. Let's take.
You did say that yesterday on your live.
Yeah, he's about. Yeah, yes, I have dismissed one from the harem. All right, let's take a shot. It's been an hour.
Oh, dear God. Hold on, let me pour my shot.
You got your shot, Jaded. What you taking a shot of?
Dear God. Y'all making me take a whole shot of moonshine, huh?
Vodka.
Nobody's making you take a shot of anything. Vodka. What kind of vodka you drink, Jaded? This is what I'll be drinking. Oh, wrong way.
I got Belvedere because I've been noticing that when I do have a drink, it tends to, I don't know. I think the Grey Goose. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I don't do light. I don't do light. I like my drinks like my men, dark.
Yeah, I don't drink
Speaking of dark, man,
but I do like.
Where is Space tonight? Speaking of dark, man, where is Space tonight?
I see Chardonnay in the chat. What y'all drinking? What y'all drinking? Roll call. What y'all sipping on in the chat? What y'all sipping on? We about to
really
give us a little chickadee shot in.
Speaking of dark skin, man, where's Face at tonight? Because you know Face is a nice piece of dark chocolate.
Probably with his wife.
Damn it.
Isn't it ironic?
Probably with his wife.
Face. That don't mean nothing. I'm a card-carrying member of Home Wreckers R Us, okay? I am a card-carrying member. I've wrecked quite a few homes.
All right, gentlemen, guys. Hennessy, yeah, straight no chaser, absolutely. Ebony.
Come on, Abby, let me tell a quick story of my church childhood, okay? It involves alcohol. So as a child, I grew up Kojic. So my grandmother would have to go to church early in the morning because she was the mother of the church and she was the head of the intercessors and prayer warriors. So they would go to the church like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday morning to pray over the church before service, get the atmosphere set, right? The deacon board will come right after while the prayer warriors were praying over the church. They would come like maybe 30 minutes to an hour after that, right?
Not Minute Maid.
Why me and my brothers, we would be outside, chatting it up and talking and playing. And when they would pull up, they would tell me and my brothers to go get their bottles of liquor out of the trunk, to take out of their trunk and put in the deacon board office in their back closet. So they will always stock there. I noticed whenever they bottles, and they only got half gallons or bigger, whenever it got to halfway point, you would see that next Sunday they was bringing in a new bottle or two because they never let it get past the halfway point. They ain't play them games right up the church.
All right, we ready?
Okay.
We have to do this for real. I gotta take off my glasses for this. Like Jada, we taking off the glasses. Come on now.
The glasses. Okay, whatever.
Brush my.
Teddy?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
You already been sipping. I don't know if you need to take a shot.
I know, right? I might not need to take a shot. Blame Jaded for anything that comes out of my mouth after this point. Blame Jaded Nerd.
Rhetorically.
Rhetorically. All right.
Allegedly.
All right.
Allegedly.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Woo.
Woo, y'all. Woo, y'all. Abby says she's not taking out her contacts. We can take off our glasses if we want to.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Jesus. The fact that I got to chase that down with my drink.
You don't, no more for you. No more shot.
I can handle it.
No. So, okay. All right, here's a show that all three of us watch. And then there's a show that all three of us watch that we definitely have different opinions on. Power.
Okay.
Now, I am irritated with Power, but Jaded, you are feeling it. You are good. So
I was feeling this past episode, and there are two reasons why.
I'm gonna let Jaded start. You get yourself together. Okay. Go ahead, Jaded.
In terms of Power, I think the point you made earlier about something happening early on that sets up something bigger down the line. Okay. Building up. And I definitely do feel like we're getting a lot of full circle. One of the things that I'm enjoying the most is the maturation of Tariq and the dynamic of that girl. And rather than trying to give us an old, tired Ghost and Tasha prequel, showing them and showing some actors, people that's supposed to be them, we get to see Ghost and Tasha, but we get to see it now.
Right.
With the social media, with the mindset, with the millennial aspect. And I personally, and I'm probably prisoner of the moment, I'm very gee whiz, golly wow sometimes.
Okay.
But I definitely feel like it's borderline brilliant because it's a way of taking a tired cliche, but you've updated it. You kept it fresh. If that makes sense if y'all, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, because somebody posted on Instagram and I reposted it. It was a picture of the guy that plays Tariq, the young lady that plays the girl, and the white boy, his roommate, and the caption read, the new Ghost, Tasha, and Tommy. And I was like, you know what? That's exactly what they're setting us up for. They're absolutely setting us up for that. And for as much as you hate Tariq, which I do hate Tariq's character, but for as much as you're right. When you see him, he has picked up lessons. Whatever Kenan was teaching him, he has definitely picked up. And I'll be honest with you, and I said this in my review, that scene with him and the young lady playing chess, I really thought he was playing her at first. I thought he was playing her with the whole, I lost my twin, I miss her every day. But I realized this is the first person that Tariq has actually opened up to. Yeah. And when I realized that he was being honest with her was when he admitted to her that he didn't have any more drugs and he didn't have a connect to re-up. Because I said he would not want anybody to know that he wasn't in full control. Yeah. And so that's when I
never do that. Yeah.
Exactly. And so that's when I knew, no, he's not playing her. He really feels like he can open up to her. And she's the only person that he has been honest with and talked to about any of this, really probably since he really couldn't even talk to Kenan like this. He had a connection with Kenan, but he couldn't talk to Kenan like this. Go ahead, Teddy.
I get to say something now. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the serious stuff like y'all, I guess, and then I'll talk about the real reason I like this episode. So first, y'all talking about him and Kanan. I don't think he learned from Kanan. What I think Kanan was to him is the same thing Kanan was to Ghost. And I think that what Kanan did was Kanan didn't really teach him. Kanan just brought out what was already there. And Tariq is Ghost's child. That is James St. Patrick's child. Every which shape or form. And Kanan saw that already. Kanan came in and saw, oh, I see you. I don't have to really teach you. I just have to be the catalyst by which what is already inside of you, because you are your father's child. Kanan probably came in and said, oh, you your dad's child. It's in there. And Kanan probably said, all I got to do is give you the floor. Tap into you, be the catalyst by which I allow you to flourish. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened. That's really what happened, because more so than him being Kanan, he's more Jamie. He's more James St. Patrick. He's more Ghost than he is anything. And I think that instead of them giving us a prequel, like you said, Jaded, they're going to show us who Ghost was back in the day through Tariq. Because Tariq is his dad's child. And by Tariq getting into the game and you seeing how he acts out, that's going to be both a prequel and a sequel simultaneously. I think that's what that's going to be. Because you're going to see the sequel in, like you say, the Ghost 2.0, but it's also going to let you know what his dad was like, because he's his dad's child. That's how I see that playing out. But the real reason that this was my episode was two reasons. One, because we got to see Dre. And Dre is a little cutie, you know.
I know what you're gonna
Rotimi is
say
a
next.
little
You're
cutie.
gonna say Lorenz Tate
And
naked.
also because my boo, Lorenz
I
Tate,
knew that's what he was gonna
was
say.
naked, giving the business. Did y'all see that body? Lorenz Tate is pushing 50, okay? Pushing 50. And the body was everything. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
he looked
he
good.
still look
Lorenz
good as he
looked
did
good.
when he was old dog. All you had to do was put the little weave in his head with the little twist. He still looked good as he did when he was old dog in Minister Society. Tell me I'm lying. That bitch is still fine.
No, he
Bitch,
could
I
get
would
it.
let it.
No,
Listen,
Lorenz Tate could get it. He could
listen.
get it.
I don't give a shit. Y'all could tape it and put it on live broadcast network television, and I will run a clinic for y'all if y'all gave me 15 minutes. Baby, I would run a whole clinic. I'm trying to tell y'all, I would have instructions. I would have a PowerPoint playing in the background for every position that I took and the method and mechanism by which I satisfied that young man. Because all I would need was 15 minutes, and then those 15 minutes, he would spend the rest of eternity with me. I wouldn't probably even need 15 minutes. Trying to tell you what I know. Trying to tell you what I know. Give me 5 good minutes. That young man will want to spend eternity.
Can we at least agree that Keisha's annoying as fuck? Can we agree on that?
Can we kill her off? Her and Tommy. I want Keisha and Tommy to be killed off. Kill them all off. Kill them off. Kill them
Her
off.
high booty is annoying to me, but I understand.
Did you say her booty is annoying?
Her high booty. She got a coffee table booty
That she paid good money for.
She paid good money for, but it sits up high and looks down low. She got a high booty. It's very high. It's like a capital P. But I'm gonna tell y'all, and the character is very annoying, but I'm gonna tell you why I like the direction they're taking it. Because she's so desperate. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She's so desperate to belong, to fit in, to be a part of something. You get what I'm saying? She's really butthurt about Tasha. She really is. And
yeah,
she has no identity. She's
is,
never had an identity. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, even though she can't see it because she's in the middle, she has no identity yet again, but she somehow feels like, I'm going to say juxtaposing, okay? Because it's a juxtaposition of her and Tommy, because they really don't mix. But she feels like aligning herself with Tommy is like an identity. And I feel bad for her. Yes, a shelf. Come on, high booty, coffee table booty shelf realness. Ow, come on. Come on, high booty. But
I'm loving Mutant Lil Teddy. I'm loving it.
Yo, that should be a meme. It should be mute him and you lip sync and you just fill in the commentary. Oh, that would be everything. Yes, come on. House of Treasure, House of Debauchery, Troglodyte 3.0. Come on. Troglodyte firmware. Yes, I live. And then what you should do is you should bring on Face and just let him look. He can't speak to Face.
He can't say nothing, just look at him.
Can't say. Oh, that would do my heart so well, y'all. I want to say hey to everybody in the chat. I can't see y'all, but hey, I'm Jaded Nerd. I got 9 good teeth and a pocket full of dreams. Thank you, Willie BTV, and thank you, L Teddy, for having me. I'm really glad to be here, y'all.
I can talk now. Because y'all know I'm going to get y'all. Y'all already know I'm going to get y'all monkey ass. I ain't going to do it now because it's not my channel. But you wait till I get my monkey ass on my goddamn channel, and I'm going to lay y'all hoes to rest. I'm going to lay y'all all the way to rest. Because y'all
I'm a primate, sir. I'm a primate.
You go talk about you got a problem with levitated cakes. And all you talk about is levitated cakes and cylinders. How the hell you got a problem with that woman's ass? And all you talk about is levitated cakes and cylinders.
And hydraulic neck action.
Really? And hydraulic neck action. Mind you, I have a rather long neck, and the hydraulics in this neck is iconic. Okay.
The views expressed during this portion of the live do not express those of Jaded Nerd and affiliates.
Iconic. Okay.
I repeat, the views expressed currently in this live are not those expressed by Jaded Nerd and his affiliates.
Exactly. Look, really big. No, wait a minute. You know my new name. My new name is Really Big TV. That's what Heidi called me today. Really big TV, honey.
But you know what? Some of the stuff be kind of clever.
Oh,
It'd be kind of funny.
It'd be funny. I can laugh at myself.
I can't even get mad. Like when people roast me, if it's intelligent, I can't get mad.
Right. She said really big TV.
You know what?
If it's not intelligent, then I'm angry because it's not intelligent.
But you know what? It's like I am in my classroom. And I tell my kids and my students in the classroom, I say this. Shonda, I don't say Shonda, but
Pixie does.
But what I do say is this. If you gonna try to come at me or pick at me in my class, and you gonna try and read me or shade me, I tell my students like this. Let me help you understand something. Your ass better come with something that I ain't never heard of, and that makes me go, ooh, you did that. Because if you come with the standards, the stuff that I done been hearing since my first year teaching, baby, I'm gonna lay you to rest. But if you come with some shit that make me go, bitch, you did that. Now you put that together. I'm here for it. I'm here for the read. I'm here for the shade.
And that's what I keep saying. Y'all going for the low hanging fruit, talking about my weight. That's low hanging fruit. That's not clever. There's nothing special about that. So it doesn't bother me. It doesn't upset me. It doesn't make me angry. I laugh at it. It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Which is why I always say
low hanging fruit.
No black gay male should ever be moved when somebody calls them the F-bomb. Oh, you a F-bomb. Oh, you a punk. You're a sissy. Oh, that's all you got, bitch? That's all you got?
I will say this.
That's all you got? Because
I think it depends on when people get to that point in their lives where they can get there, because I'm going to be honest with you.
Exactly.
A couple of years ago, that brought me to tears.
Really?
I'm gonna be dead honest. And it was a straight dude that said it to me. We knew each other. And I basically came out and was like, yo, I'm gay. I said, this is how I said, I'm 30, I'm over 30. I don't have any kids. I'm in great shape and I have a mustache. I'm gay. And he said,
listen.
That's how I tell people. I say, I'm over 30. I have no kids. I'm in great shape, which I am. And I have a mustache. I'm gay. You know, so
let me say that
F-bomb, and I did cry because the way he said it, the venom behind the way he said it.
See, that's what it is. Like, it's the way he came at it. Yeah, the venom. Yeah.
The venom.
My something that one of my gay children said, and didn't say it to me because I've been comfortable in my skin for a long time, but he said it to my cousin. And this is my cousin that was at Jay Wilson's house with me. And my cousin for a long time struggled with his own sexuality, just trying to appease family and stuff like that. But anyway, one of my gay children who's way younger than me said to him, if you are a grown-ass man over the age of 25 and you still trying to placate and feed into somebody else's narrative of who you are, it's time for you to forget life. Go ahead and end it all now. You want to kill yourself? Go ahead on. Because once you get over the age of 25 and you still trying to live for somebody else, it's time out for that. You grown then. Think about it. When you got 25, you really considered yourself, even insurance companies at that point, consider you grown. You can't even really be on your parents' insurance no more too tough. I think it's 25 or 26 now. But back when we was turning 25, you couldn't even be on your parents' insurance no more. You really had to be on your own. Mm-hmm. And if you still trying to live for the likes of somebody else, it's time to. And so I just know me, and this is not just dealing with being gay or anything. This is just dealing with being able to accept yourself for who you are as a human being and as a member of this species. So it's not just being gay, it's about being black. It could be about being someone who's overweight. It could be about being a woman. It could be about being a certain nationality or ethnicity or a certain religion. My thing is this. Hopefully what happens is, and it doesn't happen for most people, but what ideally you want to happen is either the atmosphere of the household is one that's good enough to allow them to be comfortable in who they are, or that individual says, damn it, I am who I am, and whoever don't like me, damn you to hell. And I'm just gonna be who I am. And that's what kind of happened to me early on. Even before I knew I was gay, I knew I was a little more feminine than my brothers or my cousins and things like that. And so I used to hate my voice. I used to hate, my mannerism and my actions, but it was nothing I could do to change it. And so after a while, when I started to get into things and I like band and stuff, and I had to be a leader and I had to be in front of people and I had to talk to a large group of people, I had to get comfortable and say, you know what? I am who I am, like it or leave it. If you can't stand it, fuck you and fuck your life. I'm going to talk and I'm going to be me, and I'm not going to hide from being me. And I think that everybody at some point, be it young or be it old, you get to that point where you be like, shit, I'm me. Fuck you. If you don't like me, well, fuck you, and you ain't got to deal with me.
But see, that's the thing that I like.
Who hang out at the bar, y'all know what that was. I just flicked the lights. That's the last call. We got 10 minutes left on this live, and I'm going to have to shut it down because I got to get ready to get myself up. I've been trying to take myself to bed at night. Oh, damn it. See, messing with El Teddy, I done spilled something over here. Anyway, I'm just blaming El Teddy. So, I know, Jaded, you were saying you had to get ready to go. You have any last words you want to share with us? Thanks for coming on.
Oh no, I was about to say something. I'm here with y'all until we end it. I wasn't going anywhere.
Then my bad. I misunderstood you. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that to add to what he said, I appreciate what he's saying. I just think that I'm glad that I got to the realization when I did.
Right.
That's what I'm glad about, because I wasn't at that point at 25 because my identity was tied up in somebody else. You get what I'm saying? Now,
so can I ask you a personal question, Jaded? And you may have shared this on your YouTube, and if you haven't, you can say that. I don't really want to talk about that. When you said it was mixed up in somebody else, were you dating a woman or you were dating a man?
No, I've not. I've only had 2 girlfriends in high school.
Oh, okay.
That I dated, but I never was intimate. I've never been with a woman. I'm 38 years old.
Oh wow, okay. I've never been with a woman either.
I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. I don't have an opinion one way or the other. I just don't know. I've had opportunities, however,
hey Raphael,
just haven't done that. But I've only had 3 relationships. They were guys, but no, I've never been with a woman. Never. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never been.
Am I the only one in the panel that's been with a woman? Like, I knew her in the biblical sense.
Mm-hmm. I've never even seen it. The only way I've seen it, I've only seen it in like videos. I've never seen it in face to face.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
It was in high school though.
Oh, was that the woman you broke her heart before you when you fell in love with Teddy?
She broke my heart actually. But I was banging her left, right, and sideways in high school, getting it.
I will say this. We did do show and tell. I did, because they would always ask. The 2 asked me. People always ask. And they were always afraid. So
are you going to show and tell? Can you show me?
No.
I'm not going to tell nobody.
No. The views and expressions are not those of Jada Nerd this particular time of the life.
El Teddy, there will be no show and tell. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Y'all know I don't play hop on pop. Everybody.
Where's my boy Raphael Hardwick? Hey Raphael, I know you was in the chat. Hey Diving, and hey to everybody in the chat. I cannot see the chat.
Yeah, it's disconcerting because you don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on in the chat.
You know what I'm saying? They could be dragging you to filth, child, and you just sit there.
I can see the chat, and that's why I'm trying to put the. That's why I'm trying to put the.
And I'm sitting here thinking I'm looking at somewhat halfway decent chat. They probably the memes are coming in the morning. I'm gonna wake up. There's gonna be 1,000 videos, child, called Drunk Panel Review. Why?
Monk Chip said you look really nice tonight, and you look fine. I wouldn't let you sit on here looking crazy. No, I'm still playing around with this.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm still playing around with this, so there may be a way. I just haven't figured it out yet. There may be a way for you to see the chat. I just haven't figured it out yet, and I'm still playing around with it too.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah,
but that's why I had to create my little thing because I was jealous. I'm saying StreamYard and people have stepped up their streaming game, and I'm just a talking head. I had to do something, child. Something. No, this is how I see it. I want to talk about motivation, competition real quick.
Okay, let's talk about competition.
Real quick. Some people see it, they don't see it. But I've always been one of those people that I like to be motivated. I like to be challenged. Right. And I see competition in many ways, good and bad and productive and all of that. And I look at my peers and my contemporaries, and if they're doing stuff, it makes me be like, wow, that's dope. Okay, what can I do so that I can do something? I want to do what they're doing. It challenges me. It makes me want to do some tutorials. It makes me want to learn. It makes me want to elevate. I don't look at it like jealousy. I look at it like, wow, I see what you're doing. I want to kind of be on your level. What can I do?
And I think people think that means that competition means that you're jealous of something. And that's what James was trying to say when he did, or Spiller Boy, when he did his live, when he was talking about competition and Tracy was like, I'm not in competition with anybody. I think people automatically take that as a negative thing. It's nothing wrong with saying, you know what? I see what the person over there is doing. And it's not that I want to be like them. It's I want to be better than them. And there's nothing wrong with a little healthy competition. Yeah. And it doesn't mean that you're not respecting. Like you said, I'm respecting what I see. And that's making me say I got to step up my game. You know what I'm saying?
I think thank you. I think also too, and along with the competition, I think every YouTuber goes through a period of self-consciousness where you try to say, why are people even watching me? I have no idea why these people have decided to click on my video and say, well, let me see what he or she has to say about that. And you go, and I said this on one of my lives, I said, one thing that you must always do as a YouTuber, if you can't watch your own videos and enjoy and sit back and look at the caricature, because I don't care what nobody say, no YouTuber when they turn on camera is entirely 100% authentically themselves. You're not.
Right.
You're not. There's some type of, act. There's a persona, and you may be close to being yourself, but there is shtick. There is a persona that comes with that. And so if you cannot turn on or go to your channel and watch a video of yours and be like, "Ooh, that was funny," or "Ooh, you did that." You know what I'm saying? There's something wrong. But like I said earlier, to this day, and I come from an old channel that had a whole lot of viewers and views, but I to this day even sometimes still say, well, I still don't know why people watching me. Like I think all of us as YouTubers have said, you be like, "Ooh, I'm ugly. Ooh, I don't like how this wrinkle is right here. Ooh, I don't like how that is right there." But obviously, some people like how I said, I don't like my voice. I don't like how I look right there. But obviously, people like it, so I guess I'll keep giving it to them. Hey, Lady P. And so you keep going. So this is to people. Then this is some advice to people.
Hey.
This is some advice to people who are just getting started on YouTube or just trying to make it on their own or deciding whether they want to do it. Be you, be unapologetically you, and don't try to be someone else or don't try to play into being, and that goes into the competition. Competition, it is definitely competition. However, that competition comes in the form of, is me being me enough to beat out Jaded Nerd being Jaded Nerd? Or Really BTV being Really BTV? Because we all do the same thing. We review shows. We talk about certain things. And we would be lying to y'all if we didn't say, yeah, I know Jaded Nerd got more subscribers than me, but what is his viewership like?
Right.
What is my viewership like? And one of, like, for example, me, and I'm gonna stop talking after this so I don't get muted. One of the One of the things that I always look at, I'm not one who looks at my viewership or the number of views. My big thing is comment section. I'm big on my comment section. Are my people communicating with me, or do they have something to say? Good, bad, and in between. Even if you don't like nothing I had to say, and you just want to get in the comment section and cuss me out, great. I at least got you to the point where you were so upset or so angered that you wanted to put that into words. Yeah. I like the comment section, which is why now my favorite show to review is David Makes a Man, because that's what me and my people go at it, and we argue in my comment section. That's all I have. Don't mute me.
I hear you, Jacqueline. I hear you. Okay, so look, you guys, we're getting ready to shut it down. Happy hour is getting ready to be over for tonight. I want to thank.
Take another shot.
You want to take another shot before we go? Yeah. Can you handle another shot?
Well, yeah. I'm still very lucid. You going live, Jaded?
I was thinking about it. I mean, I guess I'll go live. I mean, some people may come by. I know one of the things that I'm kind of dealing with is the fact that we got heavy hitters in this sector. I know everybody hates the word sector, but there are some heavy hitters, and they go live. And when I go live, when we want to go live, these heavy hitters are going live. It will be kind of frivolous to try to jump into that, knowing all the attention is in like the heavy hitters. So I'm really trying to figure out what I can do about that, because.
But Jaded, let me tell you something, Jaded. While we've been sitting here on this live, Five Babe went live. And I'm gonna watch it when I get off of here. And I like Five Babe's live, but I wasn't gonna shut my live down to go watch it. No disrespect. Now I respect, like when James is live, I don't go live out of respect for James, not because I'm worried about my chat. Same thing with El Teddy. The only reason why I went live earlier today was because my name was dropped in that epic read earlier, and I just had to put my 2 cents in on it. But I normally don't go live on Thursday nights because I know we do happy hour with El Teddy, and that's just out of respect for the House of Treasure, not because I don't check YouTube and see who's live before I go live. If you do that, you'll never go live. You just have to go live and enjoy who's in your chat. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do, but I'm an analytics individual, and I do study.
I know, but you got to get out your head.
Trends,
but the thing about it is too,
you get what I'm saying?
And I said this
I put a lot of work and effort into it. I really do.
I said this to somebody who was talking about their live, and they said, "Listen, I go live, and there don't be nobody in there." And I told them, I said, "Listen, when you go live, what you want to do is from the moment you press go or go live, when that camera comes on, you act like it's a million people in there. And if it ain't a goddamn person in there, you start talking. Don't wait. Don't be like, oh, well, let me wait till people get up in there. You start talking. Why? Because it may not be that people are in there right then, because you know Google and their notifications sometimes ain't shit.
It's not.
But you got to realize somebody may go back and watch that live in the replay. And so you got to give it to that person like it's a million people that you got to be on. When the camera comes on, you be like, hey, what's going on? And watch this, you looking at goose eggs. You looking over there, and how many people are like, you looking at goose eggs. And you be like, what's up, y'all, man? Hey, I'm having a good time. We here for it. Let's get it down. Because you got to be you, and people subscribe to you because you are. If I didn't flirt, if I wasn't in people's comment sections flirting like I do, hey Jaded, or hey Raphael, my Instagram is DRBINGOW. If I didn't flirt, I wouldn't be being me, which is why when VS put out that whole video talking about what was I doing, or I was trying to be more animated than I normally am when I was on the Gentleman's Channel in the chat, I was like, clearly you don't know who I am, because if you ever see me in anybody's chat, I'm always very vocal in anybody's chat. I do what I do. I flirt. I talk my noise. I do a few jokes, and I'm gonna be me. And so that I always say, when you go live and the camera goes on, don't wait. you be you, and the people will come.
No, I feel you, but I just want to share one thing, and I know we got to go, and that's a great comment, Munchkip. I see that. I want to say one thing before we go. I don't think people understand the planning that goes into it. Sometimes you got to set your lights, you got to set your microphone, you got to set your stream, you got to type in the information, you got to get your chair sitting right, you got to get the angle right, you got to think about it, you got to breathe.
Wait, don't come over, boo.
At least get a little bit of facts. You don't want to just get on camera and just start talking and don't know what the heck you're talking about. Like,
right?
I just try to put some effort into it, and I'm hard on myself. That's all. But you're making great points, Teddy, and really be so. Y'all right.
So, all right. A couple of things I'm gonna say before we take this last shot and shut it down. First of all, I want to thank Evie so much. That is my moderator. I have two moderators. One is on the panel. But Evie, you've been holding it down. I appreciate you.
Abby.
Oh, I thought I was saying it right that time. My bad, Abby. I'm trying to call her by her
Evie just flows.
Right, Evie flows, but it's Ebony.
No.
Okay, Abby. Okay. But thank you, Boo, for holding it down. We shout out over here. We shout out other YouTubers and content creators. So Abby, y'all, everybody go subscribe to Abby because she does reviews as well. We're gonna get her on this panel the next time. We're gonna rotate around. But this was Teddy's happy hour that we had to move to my house. A couple people in the chat have been asking about Jaded Nerd. Abby typed his YouTube name in the chat. Y'all go on over there and y'all subscribe to Jaded Nerd. Y'all know El Teddy. Everybody subscribes to El Teddy. And I want to thank everybody for coming through tonight. I appreciate y'all. Everybody's name right there. See, they typed their name. They typed it, Lord. They typed their names. If there were any super chats in the chat, I can't see it from this side. I don't think there were any, but if there were, I want to just thank you in advance. It's no disrespect. I appreciate it. But I don't think it was because I know Ebony would have said something. But I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for coming through. Last word, 2 seconds, El Teddy.
I'm not gonna be long. The teacher in me is long-winded. But I want to say shouts out to all the people who normally come from my channel who were expecting me to be live. And I know there's some people who did not come over because they were expecting me my happy hour. Thank you all. If you came expecting me to be live on my channel, I apologize. Thank you for being over here with my girl, Really BTV, to do our happy hour with you. Thank you, Really BTV, for hosting my happy hour on Thursday, because normally this is my day to do happy hour. And, you know, hopefully my the internet company that I use can get their life together. Right, because I paid my bill.
One last shot. You taking one, Jaded, or you done?
I would have to go pour it. So that would take me like 30 seconds to go pour it. So I don't know if that is allotted for me to go pour it so that I may participate.
Okay, take your 30 seconds.
Go take your 30 seconds, Jaded.
I shall return.
While he's doing his 30 seconds.
All right, Munchkip, she's looking at the Dragula reviews, okay, of Abby's channel.
Y'all go subscribe to Abby Reviews. I love her reviews. Abby, I'm waiting for your David Makes Man review. Don't play with me, Abby. You know I look forward to your David Makes Man. Oh, Abby, also, check out my comment. Like, they got into it in my comment section on my David Makes Man review this week. Abby, you know they are there. You know they be in my comment section on David Makes Man. So shouts out to that. Abby, also, Achille McDowell, who plays David on David Makes Man. I found out he sent me a message on my Instagram. He follows my he watches my reviews.
Shout out.
He said that he doesn't comment because he isn't sure yet whether or not he can, because he doesn't want to seem biased or anything like that, you know, because of his contracts or whatever. But he did let me know he has watched all of my reviews, and he does watch my reviews, but he just hasn't commented. So yeah, and I told him about, and I actually mentioned to him Really BTV and you, Abby Reviews, and Tasha. And I also mentioned Tasha's CTV because I know all of us review David Makes Man, because it's not a lot of us on YouTube that are actually reviewing this show. So, and he said he would let other cast members know. So, yeah.
All right. Shout out for that. Okay. All right, you guys. So one last time. It's something that me and my friends say, but I'm gonna fuck it up, so I ain't gonna try to do it. But anyway, it's like up to it, down to it, something to it, because we used to it. Fuck all those who don't do it. Now drink, motherfucker, drink. So
Okay, that's good enough.
Whew.
Okay.
Thanks again, everybody. I had a great time. Thank you.
Castro Cannon just came in the house, but we can ready to shut it
Castro.
down.
Oh, that's my boo there. Hey, Castro.
Hey, Lady Snoop. Hey, girl. Lady Snoop, you was giving it to him earlier. I saw you, boo. You was giving it to him.
Castro. Hey, Lady Snoop TV. Girl, Lady Snoop. Read them whores down. Read them down, Lady Snoop, because them hoes ain't shit. I'm here for you, Lady Snoop.
All right. And thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all. Y'all better catch this in the next 20 minutes because this is not staying up. Love y'all though. Peace.